Welcome to Tough Men of Faith.
You get better at that every week.
Well, I'm trying.
Yeah, you do.
It's something new.
Yeah, is that going to be the new thing now?
I don't know.
So you're going to open every week?
Well, I don't know. I'll see what it sounds like when I go back and look at it.
Okay.
We'll see.
Don't see what you look like. Just see what you sound like.
Yeah. That's these new cameras.
We do have some new cameras, yeah.
Ooh, boy. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you been up to?
Nothing. Just, living.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sore. I did like a new workout thing Monday.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm out of shape, bud.
Are you?
Yep.
Well,
Like we play in a kickball league together.
we did start a kickball league together. Yeah, we're in week
I do
3.
pretty well with that for the most part. I mean, I think.
Let me give you some pointers because I got hurt week 1, tore a hamstring. So I've not been able to do anything.
Right.
So I've been a catcher.
Yeah.
So when you're a catcher, I'm just able to sit back there and kind of like watch everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
You're gonna give me pointers?
yeah, I'll give you some pointers.
Okay, great. Here we go.
Well, when the ball's coming,
Yeah.
like you can't just stand there for your hands.
Well,
in
I
there.
have glaucoma. The ball looks like it's in 3 different spots.
Is that what's going on?
I don't know, but
And then I think you got to like try to pull it in.
yeah, I think so.
Like you try to catch it for your
I'm
hands.
trying to catch it out here. And,
You are.
Yeah,
Because like the girls on your team are like,
I know. They're talking trash.
they're always catching it. And
Yeah.
they're like grabbing it.
Cradling it.
And I think you're just trying to like grab it and get ready to throw it.
Yeah,
I think you got to
yeah.
focus on catching the ball.
Yeah,
I
I'll
mean,
work on it.
You're on the opposite team.
Maybe I should practice a little.
Yeah. I mean, you're 0-3. Your team is so.
Yeah, well, that's more my team than me.
Is it?
I don't know. Probably
Because
not.
you're the team captain.
Yeah,
But I will say you're an influencer though, because
dude,
this league started.
it's so funny.
No one
isn't
was
it?
signing up.
Yeah.
And then you
There
and a
was
couple.
like 6 people signed up, and
It was like 2 at the beginning,
yeah,
like you and
somebody
one
said-
other person.
Somebody said, "Well, Nick's playing," and
And you started pushing other people, and
Yep.
now we have this every Sunday afternoon. Have this kickball
it's pretty
league.
fun.
It's been a lot of fun. I mean, except for getting hurt the first
Oh
week.
yeah, no, I told some of the Hispanic guys at work that are soccer players.
Yeah.
It's like I'm going to need to borrow you for a Sunday afternoon, and we're going to come and dominate the last game.
You guys need to do something.
Yeah, I'm paying them, I guess. So
Well,
they're professional athletes now.
yeah. Well, it's not going well for you. Let me tell you what you need to work on.
Yeah,
Archery season starts here next
Man,
week
I
in
knew you were going to
Indiana,
bring this up.
and you told me bring my bow over tonight.
Well, we had a little bit of extra time.
We had an extra time.
It's like,
Thought it'd be fun. We'd shoot together.
yeah,
Um.
it was pretty fun.
Well, it lasted like
kinda.
30
It
seconds.
was-
So
No.
that's
Yeah. Well, I
Uh,
didn't realize that I only had a couple arrows.
well. You had 4. You had 4 arrows, and the first time we shot, you hit the target once.
Yep.
Lost 2.
Yep.
I hit target 3 times.
I didn't pull out all my arrows just in case that happened.
And then the next time we shot, you had 2 arrows
Yeah.
and you lost 2.
Yep.
So that's all the shooting we did.
Yeah. Well, put it away while you can.
I guess. You just
Yeah.
need to get some, you better do something. We got a week.
I used to be really good with that too.
Did you really?
I shot all the time, and I just haven't pulled it out of the case in like 3 years. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. We'll see how it goes.
We probably should have started closer.
Yeah, maybe 50 yards was just too far
Yeah,
for
yeah.
first shots after 3 years. 30 yards, whatever it was.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but
Yeah.
I know it's too far for you.
Yeah. Great.
Anyways, we're in this series that we're in,
Yeah,
like,
so this has been a lot of fun.
it has like resetting your mission. So
Yep.
looking, hey, what's your mission in life?
I mean, I've had several guys reach out to me and just say thank you. Like,
Have you?
what you said this week was really encouraging, or it's just something I needed to hear. Just
Yeah.
kind of hit at the right time. And it's like, man, that's a God thing. That's not a me thing.
Yeah.
But tell RT thanks for putting all this together.
Well, Blake was just telling us that we've crossed over 13,000 downloads.
That's awesome.
This on like the podcast side, not YouTube and things.
Cool.
So, yeah.
So,
But we've been at it for a while now.
Yeah,
So yeah,
but,
it's been good.
well, that's what it's so funny. Sometimes I get discouraged with it.
Mhm.
I don't know why. I just, but I do. And then I'm telling you, the same week I get discouraged with it, somebody will call me and just say, hey,
Yeah.
what you said this week was great. I needed to hear it. You really hit home. I appreciate what you guys are doing. And it's like, okay. And what we said from the beginning is just one.
Yeah.
We're just trying to reach one. And,
Yeah.
So it works out well.
Yeah. Well, today we're talking about a topic we've talked a ton about,
Yeah.
but it's kind of packaged in this 8 weeks of like drift to discipline. So we want to look at it from that angle of,
Yep.
are you disciplined in your finances?
Right.
But then also tie it to like, from the beginning, we said you need a mission. And
Yeah.
like we've been hitting on this for a year. Like, what's your mission in life? And tying your finances to that mission that you have.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
Otherwise, your finances are one of those things that's just going to drift.
Oh, yeah.
Right. It's naturally what's going to happen.
Always. It's so easy to go awry.
Yeah.
And I preach this all the time to friends and family, and it's like budget. And it's like people just don't understand like living on a budget looks like, and how that affects so many other things in your life. I have friends that are broke. Like they couldn't imagine tithing at church on a Sunday, on a Sunday or every Sunday. And it's just funny when you when you factor that kind of stuff into your budget, every dollar has a home, and if it's fine if you want to take a dollar to go do something that's not in your budget, but you need to understand that money comes from somewhere. It's being taken from something. It has a place, it has a home, and if you take it out of where it's supposed to go,
what I've enjoyed about finances is seeing how some people do tie it to their mission.
Yep.
So, like I'm a pastor, so we're always raising money, right?
Right.
But we raise for different things.
Yeah.
And there's certain things we'll raise money for, whether it's the foster system or, as a big one we did recently and a couple others.
Yeah. You guys are doing a really big one right now. I think it's really cool. It's like people will call with the need, right?
Yeah. If a need, and working with, Department of Child Services, but to see some people who that's their mission in life, like they really want to give to, certain things.
Right.
And they tie their money to that. Yep. And so when that need comes up, I mean, they're just extremely generous.
Yeah. Yeah. They're right there. They're ready to give for that.
And that's where God's called them. So they've handled their finances well. When this comes up, or like at our church, like we raise money for new chairs. And I kind of made the joke like, hey, this is not fun to stand up here and raise money for new chairs. Right. It's like, it's not exciting to get someone to give to. We had a couple donors step up that gave significantly to that,
right?
Especially with this kind of where they're at financially.
Yeah.
And for them, like their mission, like they love their local church.
Yep.
They want to see more seats added. They love seeing the place full. And they're like, this is what I want to give to
people in the seats.
Yeah. So it's giving that that time, that mission of life to their finances.
Yep.
Right. And so many times, we get, if you ever got to the end of the month, look at your bank account, you're like, where did it all go?
What happened?
Right? There's nothing left to give towards a mission, whatever that mission may be that God's called you to. But yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a verse. You got the verse? Proverbs 21:5. You had it.
Well, I had to close the garage door.
You did. Yeah. We got distracted up here. So.
Proverbs 21:5. The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty.
Yeah. I really like the second part of that verse where everyone who's hasty comes only to poverty.
Right.
Man, doesn't that fit our culture of how we can spend money?
Yep, exactly.
So even we have our phones.
Right.
And most people, right, I have an Apple phone. So I have the Apple Pay on mine. So I don't know what the people with the lesser tier phones have on theirs, but there's something, right? I'm sure they can pay.
Yeah, they probably use Venmo.
Blake, can you pay somewhere on your phone? Okay. Yeah. So there's something, right?
Really?
And you just have that easy access.
Yeah.
And so you can make some hasty decisions.
Oh yeah.
And then it's really easy to go in debt.
Yep. Well, we talked about this in the past too, is credit cards, for instance.
Yeah.
It's really easy to be hasty with credit cards because you pay for it now and worry about it later.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy to watch what that can do to you financially.
Yeah.
And
that's what that verse is saying, right? It's like, hey, if you're hasty with your finances,
if you rush into it, you're going to pay for it later.
You're going to come to poverty.
Yep.
And I think sometimes, especially maybe if our generation, what we're seeing is we don't have pensions. Most people don't. Like maybe our parents or grandparents' generation did. And so,
and we probably won't have Social Security.
Well, whatever on that, right? I mean, but it's are you putting back for that, right? And a lot of times we're being hasty for money where we're not.
Yeah.
Right. And so if you're not hey, what's going to happen? Right. When you're 75 years old and want to retire, or whatever that age is. So the other part of money, if you're hasty with spending it and come to poverty, not only can you not fulfill your mission, it's going to put a lot of stress on you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right. Most guys I know that are super stressed, a lot of that stress comes from finances.
Yep. Finances.
That it's just controlling them.
Yep. Well, it's what was it? Proverbs 22:6. It's the borrower is slave to the lender.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's kind of the same thing. I know we hit on it before. But as soon as you go into debt, everything you're working for is to get that paid off. And you become the slave to the lender, or slave to the money.
Yeah.
And if you're not being careful with how you're doing it, then you get upside down real quick.
Yeah, it does. Yep. And I think what I've been thinking about this week too is every time you spend $1, it's telling you what you really value in life.
Yeah.
Right. So when you look back at last month's spending, what story is your spending habits telling?
Right.
What is it that you truly value in life?
What did you prioritize?
Yeah.
For
so
your money to go to?
Fulfilling the mission God has called you to with your finances.
Right.
Or you just hastily spending on all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Right? Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've made some stupid buys, right?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm really smart with my money. Yeah, I made some stupid buys, but
you may need to buy a new bow. I don't know.
Yeah, I for sure had to buy more arrows.
Yeah. Yeah. But the other part of this verse is we should be like intentional in planning how we spend our money, right? So that's where I think, like as men, especially, like I think if we're leading our households well, we've talked a lot about like what that looks like spiritually if you're a dad, but the other part is like, how are you leading your household financially?
Right.
And are you intentionally looking out 10, 20, 30 years? Is your family going to be taken care of in retirement?
Right.
Are you going to be able to be generous with your finances at some point? It's not going to happen by accident.
Well, and what's that look like to your kids and your family?
Yeah.
Do they see you pinching pennies here and blowing a bunch of money over there? How do they see you spending your money? How do they see you budgeting? Are you teaching them something that for when they become, young adults or adults and move out on their own, or are they going to be dependent on trying to call mom and dad for, to borrow a little bit of money to get through or, just look at the example that we are to be to our kids, to the next generation, to other people that just look up to us. Yeah. And what's that example look like?
Yeah.
What are they seeing?
Yeah.
So,
my kids are starting to ask a lot of questions about money because they're all, they're recently out of high school, they're in college, so they're starting to see how expensive stuff is, right? When you start buying your own gas and you get a job, you start paying taxes and, they're still living at home, so they're not like experiencing like the full effect of what it's like to be on your own. Yeah. But you're starting to get a small taste there. You're like,
and that's good. Man. It's good that they can get a small taste of it and not have to worry about, also paying rent and, paying for this and paying for that. And, what do I do when it goes awry?
But it's crazy. Like, they're in that like 18 to 20-year-old range.
Yeah.
And the number of like credit card applications they get in the mail and things like that because they're in college. So like crazy, they're like gearing it towards college students.
Yep.
And they're getting more than I am.
Yeah.
I don't even know what their credit score is. It can't be much, I wouldn't think. But they're just trying to like pull them in.
Yep.
And so I think they see this and they may see a big number to them, like $10,000. Like I can get $10,000.
Right.
You can.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay $50,000 over the next 10 years. But
right. But I mean, also look at like the influencers and the social media and the other things that's also got people looking at what they have and how do they get these things. And, none of it ever belongs to them or, they've never worked for it and they don't know what that would mean. But, kids see this.
Yeah.
Especially young adults see this and they want these nice things. I mean, I want a new truck, but I don't want to go spend what I paid for my first house to get one. And it just, it's just crazy to see that they're being pulled in so many different directions on how to spend their money or where to spend their money. And they have to make the best decisions with it. And we, as their parents and their leaders and people that they look up to, we've got to be the ones that, are telling them that's a stupid decision.
Yeah.
Look what I've done, and not look what I've done because I'm bragging, but look what I've been able to do or able to accomplish. Because, I live within my means and I live on a budget and, I'm careful with my finances.
I think the big thing of this verse is encouraging to slow down, right?
Absolutely.
You don't have to buy that truck today.
Right.
It'll still be there tomorrow or another one just like it will be.
Or,
you don't have to buy those clothes today. Slow down.
And it's
save
almost,
up.
It's almost to stay in your lane.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to live like that guy over there. You can't afford to do that. You need to live within your means and what you can afford to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, that's where all credit card and all that other crap comes from is it's generally people trying to live above their means or, and trying to live in a place where they're not there yet. Yeah. And that's what I find with it.
Yeah, no, I do too. Yeah. And then kind of tying this back to like the mission in this verse, like also looking at it, like money shouldn't, and you mentioned the other verse where, you're a slave to the lender.
Yeah.
But really like money should be used as a way for you to serve your mission versus being a slave, right? So it's the debt, the greed, all that will keep you chained to something versus being able to like, I'm going to use this.
Yeah. Being able to faithfully give and to willingly give or willingly be able to give.
Yeah. Well, it comes down to like, am I going to let my money control me or am I going to control it?
Yep. Exactly.
And if you're not disciplined, it's going to control you.
Yep.
Right. So it's going to happen.
Yeah. No, that's a really good way to put that. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm in control of my money, not my money controlling me.
Yeah. Which that happens through a budget, right? Like that's one way.
Yeah. I think that's one great way is to, assign every dollar that you have to a place that it has to go.
Yeah.
And like I said before, if you take something from somewhere, you're basically robbing someone or something of that value and you're putting it towards something else. And like you said, it shows where you prioritize your money to go.
Yeah.
And, you need to be, thinking about that and looking at what that means.
Yeah. It's one of those also, I think, and you've kind of mentioned this, like it can change generations,
Yep.
right? So once you teach your children and your grandchildren,
Yep.
right? Like this, because you come from a certain way of people always spending hastily, scripture would say, you don't have to continue that way.
Right.
So
yeah, you can break that generational curse.
Yep. So one of the things we've been doing this series, like encourage some practical things, right?
Yeah.
So I'd encourage you guys just like, hey, look back at your last month and see what story is told by how you spent your money.
Yep.
Like, what do you really value?
Right.
How you spend your money shows what you value.
Oh, yeah.
Where did you spend your money?
Yep.
And from that, like, make a budget.
Yeah, make a budget. Get with your spouse and figure out where every dollar actually went and where it goes and where it should go. And it's so funny when you make a budget, you realize how much extra you probably have. And you didn't realize it because all your money's went to crap.
Well, and it's so, I mean, so even like the different streams, man, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
You got to stop doing this drywall all the time.
Sawdust or something in here.
Even like the streaming services, right? I don't know how many times like I want to watch this or the kids want to watch this. Like I'm going to do that 7-day free trial.
Yep.
Then I kind of like it. And so now I have probably 16 different streaming services, right? And it's that haste, like I'm just going to do this right now. Right. I want to watch this, I want to do this right now.
Yep.
And then you just keep on going, right? And so I think the world is set up, what we see in the passage here is like to make us like, hurry up, make this decision here.
Right.
I'm going to entice you. I'm going to make it look really good.
Yeah, I'll give you a 7-day free trial, but
and
in 3 months when you forget that you even have this service, you're still paying for it.
And it serves you in a way like there's a deeper thing to it. Like this is going to make me feel good.
Right.
I'm really going to enjoy this.
Yeah. Yeah. How self-serving is this thing that you're spending your money on?
I mean, it goes back to like the original sin, right? It's like, hey, here's this fruit.
I want this.
And all these good things are going to happen to you. Yeah. And so you take it, right? And just that hasty decision. And so you see that similarity, right? They can be sinful, like in how you're spending your money. So yeah.
Yep.
But all right. Anything else? Like,
no, I always go back to this. If you ever need a hand making a budget, if you want to learn where your money goes, don't hesitate to ask. I'm good at this part. I can reach out and I'll be happy to sit down with you and just figure it out. And like I've told a lot of my friends, maybe you live above your means and that's why you're in a position you're in, or, but like you stated in the beginning, and I really liked it, is, find your mission.
Yeah.
Find something that you want to get behind and you want to push your money into, and then find a way to do it. And maybe that's making a budget and figuring out where your money goes and where you can cut something here and you can find your mission here. Like you said, you don't want to ask for people to donate money for chairs, but some people get behind that.
Yep,
and some people get behind other things and other missions and other things that we've got going on. And that's where they feel comfortable spending and donating their money. So just, give it some thought.
Yeah. And reach out to Nick's financial.
Yeah. Nick's financial planner.
No, but I mean, you've done a good job, budgets and stuff like that. So encourage you guys to reach out.
Yep. So I'm willing to help other people figure out so they can live comfortably too.
Yeah, it's been good. Next week we'll continue.
Yeah, what are we doing next week?
Next week we're going to look at integrity.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So, we need some of that.
7, yeah. All right. And thanks to Increase Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
For making shirts for us and everything.
See, they do a great job.
Yeah, they do.
And we really appreciate them. And what else is going on?
That's about it.
All right. Check us out, YouTube and Instagram, Facebook.
I think that's it. Yeah. Wherever you find podcasts.
Yeah. All right.
See you next time.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.